The Forza Horizon franchise brings us to the UK with shifting seasons in Forza Horizon 4. Like past entries, you're free to explore the beautiful open world and complete a variety of racing activities at your leisure. Forza Horizon 4 opens up online connectivity in interesting ways, offering 72-player online servers and a 4-season rotational system. This is the foundation for a vast array of automobile excitement, with hundreds of cars and events to collect and compete in. Forza Horizon 3 was an achievement in open-world arcade racing games. Now, can Forza Horizon 4 somehow improve on that formula, or is it time to pump the brakes? Next to the various online features and quality of life improvements, the biggest change in Forza Horizon 4 are the rotating seasons. All 4 major weather seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter, are represented, and each one completely changes the entire map. New terrain becomes available, races play completely different, and new challenges populate the map. Beyond the visual glamour of changing leaves, fresh spring flowers, or pure white blizzards, the seasonal changes make a noticeable impact on your gameplay. The map itself is a smart representation of the UK countryside, centered on the winding streets of Edinburgh. It's smaller than Forza Horizon 3's Australia, but the season changes make it more like 4 maps in one. There are mountaintops to climb, various fields to plow through, and countless stone walls to destroy. The map quickly becomes populated with a huge variety of events, each type highlighting different vehicle classes and environments. I actually prefer this smaller, more compact world in comparison to past Forza Horizon games. There's enough variety within a reasonable distance, and no event ever feels too far away to just leisurely drive to. For the first dozen or so hours of gameplay, Forza Horizon 4 slowly introduces you to its various features and racing types. You're once again introduced to the concept of the Horizon Festival, a massive get-together of car enthusiast and high-skill racers. This festival takes over the countryside, expanding as you compete in its various activities. The guided portion of Forza Horizon 4 takes you through a single rotation of its seasonal cycle. Each cycle allows you enough time to get somewhat familiar with the changes that each season brings before shuffling you along to the next. Your overall task is to gain enough influence, which are basically experience points, to unlock the next season, and you can do so by trying out new activities as they are introduced. This is a great precursor to the online portion of Forza Horizon 4, dubbed Horizon Life. Although Horizon Life has some differences than the beginning dozen hours, it's still a similar experience. Forza Horizon 4 is all about racing fast, breaking off onto the open road, and generally letting loose. Forza Horizon 4 encourages freedom, and the new progression system reinforces that. As you compete in races, explore the map, or complete a variety of side activities, you'll gain experience in a representative skill. Once you've leveled up that skill, you'll earn rewards and additional events to complete. For example, completing the initial batch of street races levels up your street racing skill and unlocks the next round of races. There are a plethora of ways to level up, and this smart progression system allows you to compete in the events that you find interesting without halting your overall progression. You also have an overall player level that grows over time, as well as individual skill points that you can spend on car-specific skill trees. Before, Forza Horizon games offered you an overarching skill tree to bank your points on. Forza Horizon 4 spreads those skill trees out, giving each car its own personal skill tree to complete. The rarer the car, the more skills that you can unlock. These skills give you bonuses that range from improved drifting scores to free wheel spins and everything in between. Now that said, Forza wheel spins return and remain a great example of a loot box that doesn't feel cheap. You'll spin a normal wheel or a super wheel, unlocking things like credits to spend on upgrades, cosmetic items for your character, or even brand new vehicles. Perhaps the best part of Forza Horizon 4 is the sheer variety of race types and activities that you can compete in. If you played Forza Horizon 3, a lot of this content will feel similar in nature, but that doesn't make it a bad thing. The main race types you'll encounter are dirt racing, cross-country, road racing, and illegal street racing. There are also other miscellaneous activities scattered throughout the map like the drag strip, speed traps, danger ramps, and a slew of collectibles to find. You can also purchase some local properties to use as fast travel points and personal garages, find and restore historical vehicles in hidden barns, or compete in the multiple showcase events. The showcase events are often highly ridiculous scripted races and have you performing feats like racing trains and jets. There's even a really cool Halo-themed race that is loads of fun and worth several replays. Of course, all of this content can be either played solo against computers, cooperatively with a group of friends, or competitively against other people online. Forza Horizon 4 does introduce a new activity type, story chapters. These are 4 activities that center around unique concepts, and each one contains 10 different events for you to enjoy. Unfortunately, these activities replace the Forza Horizon bucket list, which was my favorite feature in Forza Horizon 3. Some of these story chapters are pretty interesting, although they vary in quality. One chapter has you filling in on a movie set as a stunt driver, pulling off crazy jumps and high-speed scenes. The stunt levels are fun and engaging, but as far as actual story goes, they leave a lot to be desired. Same goes for the Fastest Rentals chapter, which has you driving some of the world's fastest cars. The best of the 4 is the LA Racer chapter, which follows an eccentric internet personality filming videos that pay homage to her favorite racing video games. You get to relive some fun moments from games like Smuggler's Run, Outrun, Project Gotham Racing, and more. The final chapter is arguably the weakest, Drift Club. It's about as predictable as they come, offering 10 drifting challenges on a variety of routes. As a substitution for the bucket list, the story chapters are a huge step down. Although there are a few really fun events, stunt racing and video game homages specifically, the majority of them feel repetitive. They lack the creative spark of the bucket list, which featured dozens of custom challenges that focused on the coolest cars available in the game. However, the plethora of other excellent racing content makes it easy to forgive this noticeable blunder. In addition to the rotating seasons, Forza Horizon 4 focuses on multiplayer connectivity. Once you've made it through the opening dozen hours of the game, you'll connect to an online server that hosts up to 72 other players at once. You can't run into these players or otherwise derail them, but it's still fun to share the world together. There are specific online championships and a large variety of community features to take advantage of, but overall the online portion of the game doesn't drastically change the fundamentals of the Forza Horizon experience. The biggest change you'll notice when playing online are the Forzathon Live challenges, which happen every hour on the hour. These are cooperative events that point all players on the server towards one special objective, encouraging everyone to work together to reach a required score. This creates a gleeful pandemonium, as dozens of cars drift around the same corner and blast down straightaways at ungodly speeds. It's also a great time to show off your custom paint jobs and car horns, as well as utilize the various quick chat options. When I think of the Forza Horizon franchise, the first thing I think of is fun. Although the game offers an extensive amount of options and gameplay features, it manages to feel welcoming and casual at the same time. There's a baffling amount of content to indulge in, and there's something for everybody here. Whether you're a competitive online racing fan or someone who just wants to enjoy the scenery and explore, you'll have a remarkably enjoyable time. Although the game features a bunch of cool online options, it never forces them on you, or makes you feel like you're missing out if you ignore them. Forza Horizon 4 has a way of sucking you in and holding your attention for hours at a time. The laid-back attitude and liberal amount of rewards and bonuses make it incredibly easy to succumb to just one more race over and over again. I've completed all the story chapters, won multiple championships, and asserted myself as a racing fiend in the world of Forza Horizon 4. I've collected and customized dozens of cars, driven off of cliffs, and destroyed hundreds of years' worth of rock walls. And as I approach 50 hours played and the envious level 100 player rank, there's still no end in sight. More importantly, the game is still just as fun as when I started it. The lackluster story chapters leave a disappointing scar on an otherwise flawless product, but that's a mistake that I'm willing to forgive. If you like the idea of cars just going fast, you should try out Forza Horizon 4. You will be very glad that you did. We award it a 9.5 out of 10.